Beautiful souls, it is Solita. I am back and I have a flow today. I am making video after video and not on purpose. These are just words, revelations coming to me to share. And I'm gonna tell you this: don't ever let nobody make you feel less than. I had to deal with that, and it was a struggle picking myself up. I couldn't do it alone. Only the Lord can help me get through that, because I went from being a confident, vivacious person. I'm talking banging body, good looks, ambition, everything you name it. Like, I was one of those women that a lot of guys would want. Let's just say that. Oh, y'all see my hole in my shirt that I ripped earlier. But anyway, I'm telling you that because when I lost myself, I couldn't find myself. And when I tried so hard to be that person again, it didn't work. So I gave up control. I gave up the idea of trying to be who I was. It was like a real death. And accepted the person that I started to become. Now that I accept who I am now, I realize that this is who I've been the whole time. It's just that circumstances and things, and not being spiritually inclined, not reading my Bible, not knowing my word and knowing what the Lord says about me, because the Lord created me. I was believing what other people would say. I was doing things the way that other people would do it. I was trying to fit in. I've always liked being alone. I enjoy being alone. The moment when the Lord sat me down about 8-9 years ago to be alone, I didn't understand it. But I appreciate the Lord doing that for me, because it led me to learning who I am now. And I'm encouraging you not to let some guy put your value on other people, because us women, we do that. We do that a whole bunch. I heard that on something about a relationship there. I don't know who channel or whatever, but I totally agree with that, because when I think about it, I think about how I was before I got in a relationship, how I reacted during the relationship and after. And I'm thinking about how I went from being so loving and caring to my light being dim, to me not really caring and being affectionate. I'm very affectionate, particularly when I love you. But other than that, I'm not going to be affectionate if you're not giving me what I need. And to you men and women out there, you cannot be giving your husband or your wife, your girlfriend or your boyfriend hell and expecting them to give you heaven. It don't work like that. It's like, y'all give them hell, expect the person to give you heaven, and when they not giving it to you, you go look for heaven someplace else, only to find that you had heaven in your face, but you didn't want it. You didn't appreciate it. That's why if somebody doesn't know your value, you better know your value, so that even if they were to cheat, even if they did decide to leave, even if you decide to leave, even if they decide to try to come back, whatever the case is, if you don't put your validation in other people, when everything fall apart and it's still you are not falling apart. The reason why a lot of people fall apart after breakups and stuff is not based off of having that history. It's based off of where they had laid their value. And I'm learning that now. And I'm not learning it. I'm saying I'm seeing it now. I'm understanding what that actually means. And it's like, I was really about to be done with videos for the day, but that word came to me. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm really going through this. And it's like, it's not like I had went through many relationships, because trust me, at one point in time in my life, I didn't take relationships serious, because the people I was dealing with, I knew they weren't worthy. And then at the end of the day, I learned a lot of lessons through one person. So no, I've never been that type that I gotta have a bunch of people. The only thing that I know is why I can have empathy for some people who do that and who feel like they gotta have multiple people. I know what that means and why people do it. It's just the people that's doing it, they deny what it is. They deny why they doing it. I clearly know why most of them are doing it. I used to be one of them. And when I was doing that, I used to always be quick to say, oh, I love myself. I used to dress so provocative and everything, and wondering why I was getting the wrong attention. When I changed how I dress and how I think and how I view and do things, I get the right attention. And no, I don't hate people clawing up my neck like they used to and stuff like that, because they was lusting. I don't do anything, because once I notice it, oh, you got to go. I don't want anybody that would lust over me. But anyway, like I was saying, you got to be careful where you put your value. And then, too, you need to put your value in your own self. You know, so when all else fails, you're not all falling apart when you break up with somebody. You know, you're not all down and out. And it's natural to cry. It's natural to be sad. It's natural to be those ways, especially when you spend so much time with people. But you should be able to separate and not feel like you less, or like you lack, or like you're nothing, or like whoever they with is better than you, look better than you, had sex better than you, cook clean, whatever those things that the world value in other people. You know, because chicks and men guys are quick to say, oh, I took your woman, let me take your woman. Or girls quick to say, let me take your man. Listen, you can't take something that was never mine. Trust me, because what is for me is for me. And what's for me, you can't take something that you ain't never give. You know, like, that's crazy. Like, that is so opposite to even be teaching. I don't even listen to songs that speak on cheating and stuff like that. One, because it's a trigger for me. And then two, because I don't respect people that condone that. I don't condone manipulating others to get what you want, because you can get what you want by doing it the right way. You don't have to lie. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to play games to feel like you worthy or like you a king or queen. Real kings and queens don't play games with hearts, you know, because that's how people get murdered. And people be thinking it's a game, and I don't understand why some people still think that way. But no, you can't take something that's for me. And no, you can't get mad at the other person, which is natural. It's natural to be mad, like, oh, wish she came along. Listen, he or she couldn't come along if your person didn't entertain them. You know, if they didn't give them the keys. Half the time, like when a lover or a person is dealing with somebody and that person got so much to say about you, or they bothering you, they calling you, whatever they is, they only doing it because your person gave them the keys to do it. Your person gave them the bullets to shoot their shots at you. You know? So I say this to say, put your value in yourself and be careful what you value too. Because you know, you can be sitting up here valuing a man. That man out here sleeping with any and everybody. You could be valuing the woman, and this woman out here being a whore. I hate to say it, out here ain't even taking care of her kids. You know? So be careful what you value. Value yourself. Don't ever fall apart when people leave. It naturally hurts, but don't lose yourself. Because even though I know many people left my life, and it wasn't, I used to think it was something I did. No. When the trash will take itself out. Trust me. And the trash sure did take itself out. And people may be offended that I'm saying trash. I'm not literally calling you trash, but I'm talking your behavior, the way you think, the things you do. It's all trash. I'm not calling you trash because you still belong to the Lord. But at the end of the day, you are trash. You know? So let me end this video on that note. Peace and blessings. Let me help you, and together we can help one another. Until the next video, make sure you value yourself.